not everyone, not across the board, but there are consequences for people doing what has been done for so long. Um, you go back 40 years in advertising, and you see how they describe women and just stuff in general, and the stuff that they sold. I ate candy cigarettes,
Yes,
and
you did. So
I'm
did
just
I.
40.
Popeye. That's right.
It's like, in terms of flavor, obviously I prefer the ones that were solid. In terms of the whole nuance of looking like you're smoking, the ones that were chewing gum and you could blow because they actually put powdered sugar, those were the best.
I never had that one. I had the Popeye once. I had the Popeye. I had the
Oh,
Popeye Smith.
the pipe, nah, dude. But then again, that's why I. Some people say, everyone's going to say that they were born in the best time. In terms of who I am and how I am, I was born in a kick-ass decade because I got the best cartoons, the best candy. I saw the transition between from the tape to the CD, and it was just a different thing. I've seen in just 40 years, I've seen the shift of a lot of crazy stuff that you go like, oh man, that's kind of
Oh yeah.
intense.
And
And we went from analog to digital, and I've lived the good and the bad of that.
yeah,
Uh,
no, I again, I'm not much younger than you. I don't think. I think we're relatively the same age. I'm 1981. So yeah, I had the best cartoons. I had the Disney Afternoon.
Dude,
I had the
gummy
Disney
bears, gummy bears,
Gummy Bears is great.
gummy bears and Ducktales. Those were my two favorite from Disney.
DuckTales or Gargoyles. That was
Gargoyles is a close third.
yeah.
But the thing is that
And
Ducktales, gummy bears, Gargoyles, and Darkwing Duck. Those
I
are
can't really argue with your list. The only thing is, I flipped Gummy Bears. I flipped Gummy Bears with Gargoyles. But I mean, that's yeah. Oh no, DuckTales is amazing, right?
How many people do you know have that if they see like this crazy amount of money, they go like, "You're gonna swim like Scrooge McDuck."
That no, seriously, I'm gonna try it. I don't care if I get my ass kicked in copper. I don't care because I look at it like, you know what? That dude was a tough SOB to swim in money like that and not like that's a tough man.
No, did you see Peter Griffin try it?
No, I didn't see Peter Griffin.
Look it up.
Okay, I will.
Look it up. It is, but in terms of that, and also being in Puerto Rico, we had so many things, and it's a crossroad. And I did miss out on a lot of things. But if I would have been in another Central American, Latin American, South American country, I would have missed a lot of things. So I got like all the U.S. stuff, and then I got these great things locally, even if they were kind of cringeworthy. And then I got the thing is that everything blends in my brain, and I think that something's from Colombia, and it's really from another country, and I think that something's from Mexico, and it's actually from another country. It's like Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico, and then you see the music that came from Argentina, that came from Chile, and other stuff like that, and. Seriously, if you haven't watched, I know you're not streaming, you're not watching stuff, but, and this is actually incomplete, but Rompan Todo is a documentary on Netflix about Latin rock. And it's incomplete because it doesn't include from a bunch of places, but it does show a lot of stuff that I did not know about. And the things that those places had to go through, it's crazy.
Well, no, like the world never stops changing. That's the one thing that it will never stop. Where we are today will not be the same place tomorrow. That is the great thing. That is the great truth of the world. Hard times don't last. Good and bad governments don't last. Nothing lasts. Everything changes. That is the nature of the world. So, and in 40 years, I mean, if anything, it's changing faster than it was when we started. I like I said, I remember the cartoons. I remember the analog to digital. I remember, Kurt Cobain. I remember like the 90s metal. I remember Eminem. I remember like all this stuff that was coming up throughout. That was what I grew up into. And then I'm no longer cool. So I just decided that I never was cool. It's okay. But I decided that. I decided, like you said, now I enjoy my own thing. I mean, I've tried. Arabic rock and roll is pretty cool. Like Arabic rock and roll is pretty fun. Indian metal. I got to listen to some Indian metal with Chuck Pino. That was wild.
That I listened to. It's it, it's like metal Bollywood. I forgot the name of the band, and I actually listened to them for a bit, and it's great.
Yeah, no, it's like we the cool thing about today is we all can talk to each other. That's the one. I think that's the best thing about this time. It's the only thing about this time that's really awesome is we all recognize, hey, I'm talking to you in Georgia. I'm in Canada, right? And we're just having a great little conversation about life, the universe, and everything. And I can have this conversation tomorrow. I'm having a conversation with somebody from India because I can and I will, and why the hell not? And
since I started chatting, I've been able to chat with people from around the world, and to know that I have people that not only read me, but that I know and that I care for from Nepal, Pakistan. Let's leap to another bunch of countries from Germany, Sweden, Denmark. Let's jump again. Let's go to Spain and France. I have friends there. I have friends in the UK, in Ireland, Scotland, and the UK, and one in Wales. I have friends in Australia. I have friends in New Zealand, and the thing is that the wealth of knowledge that these people share with me, and they go like, "Have you heard this band or this artist?" And you go like, "Oh, let's give it a try." From New Zealand, Jordan Rain is an indie musician, and she's brilliant. She's so brilliant. And by the way, sea shanties are now a thing again for
yes,
some
they
reason
are.
on TikTok. Her sea shanty, that song is really good, and she's brilliant. And I really hope that she finishes her new album soon. But if I hadn't had a random conversation with a fellow author from New Zealand, I would have never learned about Jordan Rain, or
Yeah.
I might have delayed even longer.
Well, no, and that's just it. I'll look. I saw that she shanties were back. I was reading about it on all places